Hello.
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 And are we live? Can someone corroborate the liveness for us?
I'll check on the comments.
Let's check on the chat just a second before
Anybody
I
in
do
there?
all of the.
Nobody showed.
Well, I'm happy to talk to you guys if no one shows up.
Yeah, so on my iPad, there's like one person watching. And that might be me because I just opened it up.
Woo!
Sweet.
Let's just get back to my. So
People
we are
will-
live. So welcome to three men and a monkey lizard and their toys. Well, it's two men and a monkey lizard and their toys at the moment because we're one down, but we'll soldier on. Thank you for joining.
Hey, Blue Harvest is here.
Oh, cool.
Hey,
We are live then. Yeah.
hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Our live show is all about light-hearted toy, movie, and video game fun. And it's got monkey lizards. Yep, it's got monkey lizards as well, Salacious. You're absolutely right. So I am your host, Bob Rum, and here's Sean. Let me add him to the stream.
Hey.
Here he is. I am your host. I'm your host, Bob Run, and on our panel this evening, he's the dude. So that's what you call him. That or his dudeness, Duda, El Duderino. If you're not into the whole brevity thing, it's a dude's nerdery.
Hello there.
Make sure you subscribe to the dude, and he's also joined us on TikTok now.
I finally gave in.
You're there. You're with us. And next, he is the king of customs. He is the stop motion master. He's the Pacific Coast Paul Oakenfold from Oaker Studios. Hey, Vern.
Hey, everybody. It's I'm Vern. I'm on TikTok too.
Yay!
Yeah, he is.
And you're the lucky one that's got the same name on all of your channels. I noticed you've managed to bag Oaker Studios the same on every platform you're on, which is cool.
Well, there's only so many different versions of like Vader, Solo, or something like that. So
Wow. You did Sean Solo right out of the gate.
Yeah, and how many Salacious Rums do you think there are out there? So we'll come to that in a second. So next on our panel, he's a DJ, producer, a toy and video game collector, an average jester. Don't forget the liver bit. Don't forget the liver bit. Yeah, he's an incredible lover. And he is the leader of the Quackian Monkey Lizard Army. It's Salacious Rum. Hi, everyone. I'm Salacious Rum.
hey, Salacious.
I'm a monkey lizard. Yep. Thanks, Bob. Thanks for clarifying that. We definitely know you're a monkey lizard. All right, Bob. Pipe down. Remember who the star is. I'm massive in Kowak. Massive.
Hey, we got some people just hopped on.
Yep, Vader's girl.
Well, just wait a second. I'll get there. I will get there. Wait a second.
Okay.
Sorry, I got to
And finally, the man, the myth, the legend, the action figure review maestro, the short video sensei, YouTube's finest, although he's just disappeared, he's back. YouTube's finest, it's Sean Solo 8. Say hello, Sean.
Sean, can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Sean?
This is fantastic.
No audio at the moment. We'll wait for you to sort that out. You're with us anyway. So, thank you for joining us for episode 2. This is our second episode. We did a trial run last week. We're happy to be back on the air today. Let's have a look, see who we've got in the chat. So, Blue Harvest Vintage Toys, the daddy from the daddy of the live hosting. So thanks for joining us, Darth Mark. Who else have we got? Vader's girl. Say hi to Kat, everyone.
Hello, Kat.
Hey.
Thanks for hopping in.
Oh, we've got TCG in the house. If you guys are not familiar with the trash compactor guy, TCG is he's abbreviated as. Go and subscribe to TCG. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. Loves his vintage Star Wars, his crazy variants. Also a massive Alien and Predator fan. Thanks for joining us, TCG. It's really good to see you. People are saying hello to each other. We have Jonathan Redmond in the house.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, there's lots of people with us.
Yeah,
I see Shabby in there.
Shabby's in the house.
Shabby. Good evening, lads and MoNKey-LiZaRDs.
Ooh, David Vintage Toy Rush just popped in. What's up, buddy?
Hmm.
We've got Old Plastic. Hello, hello, hello.
All right, there.
Oh, yes, we can hear you.
Oh, wow, we've got the Delvian Seek. Thank you very much for joining us. That's awesome. Who have we got? Mr. Rush, a late night hello to you all. Yes, I'm sorry. It's midnight stream for us. Really, thanks for coming. That's awesome. Sean, you're in the chat. You are multi-talented.
Yeah. That's
right.
why I kept popping in and out. I had to change my password so I can get in. So we're good.
That's awesome. So we're changing our first segment up this week. So we've got a new first segment, which is Question of the Week. So you can submit questions to us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or in the comments section of any of our channels. And the first question that we've had submitted is from Vader's Girl. So thank you very much, Kat. And Kat says, hey, I thought of a question for you guys. Sorry if it sucks, LOL. It definitely does not suck. So what's made you guys want to become collectors? Was it an event, a person, a figure, etc.? And how long have you been collecting? And we thought this was quite a nice question because we don't know how well you know us, guys. So who wants to kick off answering that one?
I could do it.
Okay. Cool.
I even made a video about it on my channel, as a matter of fact. If you go to my page, you'll see it's like the first video that I got up there. It's I kind of did that, the toys that made me, but like kind of just did a personalized version. And for me, when I was a kid, we lived overseas. My dad was in the Air Force, and he used to work part-time for an airline. So he would bring comic books home from the plane, and we would watch all these shows. And then on top of that, like, I just got all these toys from these shows, right? So I just remember, like, you would watch the show, it would end, and then I'd go get my toys and I'd play with them. And as I got older, they just became like a part of remembering those fond memories of, you know, those times where, like, I'm playing with my friends or watching those shows with my older brothers and sisters or something like that. And I think just as time goes on, every time there was like a new movie or something that came out, it was kind of like taking home a part of that movie or experience or that comic or something, and like having it to remember by it. And that's what really got me into it.
That's awesome.
That was awesome, dude. I love it.
So come on, dude. You're up next.
Man, all right. So for me, it's just, I always was. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know when I wasn't. The first movie I ever saw in a movie theater was Empire Strikes Back. And before that, you know, I had all the toys, had the toys after that, I just always remember loving science fiction. I remember watching old Doctor Who on PBS with my grandma, as a little kid, like old Battlestar Galactica. So like every wave of sci-fi, I always consumed it and I loved it. And like growing up, I had, Star Wars, I had Batman, Superman, Marvel. I had, one of my favorite things was Voltron. Did you guys have that one?
Yeah.
I didn't have Voltron.
I had the one with the cats that came apart, man.
Yeah,
that was one of my favorite things. So, God, what else? Just like you guys, Masters of the Universe, all those things. And so I loved and treasured them. And then one of the things I noticed as I got older, I didn't consciously do it, but once I had kids, I started collecting through them. And so my kids have every ridiculous variant of a Barbie you can imagine. Yeah. And I didn't realize I was doing it, but I kind of like, I indulged it, but that's because I like collecting. And then once they were a little older, you know, the Marvel Legends and the Black Series came in, and we have like every female Marvel Legends or Black Series figure. It's awesome. And but it was really cool getting to do that with them. But then I did it for myself, but it was all hidden in the closet. And then it wasn't really until COVID came and I was stuck home a lot that I started taking the toys out, and then just consciously did it now as a hobby instead of just something I kind of subconsciously did and then hid, if that makes sense. So clearly now I'm all in.
You are definitely all in.
Yes,
Sure.
we've seen your boxes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sean?
Yeah, well, I'm 45 years old, so I was born in 1975. In fact, I have the same birthday as the guy that plays the Mandalorian, Pedro Pascal, which is cool. But anyway, so I grew up. I had 2 older brothers, and they were already into Star Wars and had the figures, but it was mostly the big G.I. Joe dolls that they played with. So the Star Wars figures were kind of left for me. And then, of course, I saw The Empire Strikes Back when I was probably about 6 years old or something like that. I don't remember what time it came out, but ever since then, you know, I've had my brother's hand-me-down figures. I had a hand-me-down Falcon. I even had the cardboard play sets that I see Tez and stuff putting on their shows. And I played with toys up until probably about the age of 14. And then I started hardcore skateboarding, and I got really good on skateboarding. And then I just stopped collecting ever since then. And then just like Dude's Nerdery said, I was buying my daughters. I have 4 daughters, and I was buying them Monster High dolls, and I was buying every single Monster High doll I could get my hands on. My Little Pony, and every single time I go in the toy store, I would look down the aisles and check out the action figures. Always, it's just a habit. And then finally, Black Series came out, and I was seeing the paint on these figures, the way they articulated. I was just blown away. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pick up one. And that's how the whole thing just snowballed from there. So
just takes one.
Yeah,
that's it.
Just a little taste, and it's over.
There was a question I wanted to ask Vern, actually, that I forgot to ask, which was, when did you start the customizing of your figures? Because that's definitely a part of your collecting and your channel. So
that's a good one.
That's kind of interesting, because I think the first couple of customs that I did were probably just like head swaps. And I think it was just to add another like person into the group, right? But I didn't do it when I was little. It's probably only been in the last few years that I started to get more and more interested in doing it. And I think the first custom that I really did was I made a Bespin Han Solo out of a Black Series. And I saw other people had done it, and that was like the first one that I did, because I really wanted that figure, but they didn't make it. They only made the New Hope version up until that point. And that's what really made me say, well, you know, I can just take these extra figures that I have that I don't really, you know, they nothing to me. They just came in like a online auction lot or something like that, and I'll just make it into the one that I want.
For sure.
And
some of them are insane as well. Some of your customs are insane. That Boba Fett you did recently is killer.
Well, I got lucky on the paint. I'm still working on trying to do the eyes.
You know, his Mandalorian ones, that's how I actually found out about Vern. Usual Mike put a clip of his video on there, and I went to his channel, and I was just blown away. I was like, wow, this is just amazing. And I just started watching his videos, and I don't know how we started talking, though. But yeah, that's how I met Vern.
You talked about me in one of your videos once, and then you sent me a message saying, hey, I hope you don't mind.
Oh,
that's what it was.
That's what it was.
Early on.
Hey to Offworld Adam, good to see you, fella. It's awesome that you've joined us.
Yeah, it's 45-year-old guys rock. Look at that.
Yeah. Josh is in the house. Thanks for coming over, Josh. That's really cool of you to come over. So Salacious and I have been collecting for a while. I'm 41, so grew up with vintage Star Wars. It was Return of the Jedi that sort of did it for me, and obviously Jabba's Palace and the Quacky and MoNKey-LiZaRD master himself, B. Crumb. So we had vintage Star Wars figures growing up. I remember having the Millennium Falcon and also the X-Wing. And then I think it was on to He-Man, and then Transformers and Mask, and they were the ones really that we collected when we were young. And then obviously you're growing older, and you kind of lose the love for toys a little bit, and you get into music and girls and other things. But I've always been a collector, and I think there's something about collecting, isn't there? You know, collecting is a bug. You know, it's a passion, whether it's music or vinyl or CDs or something. I've always had to collect something. Salacious collects everything. I think it's borderline hoarding, to be totally honest with you, more than collecting. I'll show you one day. I've got to show you a video of Salacious. Salacious has got a couple of lockups full of crazy stuff that he's collected over the years. Not to mention video games being one of them, televisions and games consoles. He has to have a television to match every games console, going all the way back to 1979. So we've got a lockup full of old TVs. But I think it was the Disney takeover of Lucas that kind of reignited things, really. In England, we have things called boot sales, and it's basically a big field where you drive on, you sell stuff out the back of your car, a little bit like your flea markets over in the States. And every Saturday and Sunday for the last, well, up to the lockdown in March, but probably for the last five or 6 years, we've just been. Did I say something funny? Someone saying something
No,
funny?
Blue Harvest.
Mark over Blue Harvest.
Oh, really?
Blue
So,
Harvest just dropped a nice bomb in chat. I appreciate that.
I'm sure he did. He's getting me back for all those Salacious Rum comments in the Paddy Boys chat. So fair play. But so we've been collecting, I suppose, pretty solidly now for 6 or 7 years. Star Wars. We also like Alien and Predator, so we've got quite a lot of NECA Alien figures and Predator figures, and crazy stuff like Mad Bulls, He-Man, Real Ghostbusters. So yeah, collecting's a bug, and we've certainly got it. So that's a really awesome question, Kat, to ask us. I hope everyone's happy with our answers. So we're going to move on to our next segment.
It's hard to answer that in like a minute and a half to 2 minutes. You know what I mean?
Sure, it is.
I think if we could sit here for an hour and just talk about that. I mean, like, so you know that there's a lot behind why you collect and the joy it brings you, for sure, man. It was cool hearing your guys' stories. I appreciated that.
Yeah, we'll have to do some like collector focus sections, something, you know, on future episodes. So we've got some more people in the chat, so just need to say hello to a few more people. So we've got Gary Moore. Thank you so much for coming over. I haven't forgotten, Gary. You and I are going to do some Battlefront multiplayer action. So I haven't been on my PS4 since you messaged me, but we'll definitely sort that out. We've got the GOATs, the BOE, Blacked Out Ewoks. He is the GOAT. I don't know how long he's been on YouTube now, but it's probably since YouTube began. He is the greatest. He knows everything about vintage Star Wars. He's the man. Thanks for coming over. It's an honor actually to have you. So thank you. Did you see Steve-O asked us a question? It was for you. Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry.
All right, here, let me scroll up for you. It says, so this is Steve-O, our buddy from Collecting Star Wars. It says, why does Salacious wear the head wrap? Is he a Dengar fan?
To be honest, it's a bit of a fashion thing for me. You know, us monkey lizards, you know, we don't like to wear clothes. Like things to be loose. But I do like a good headdress. I need some other color ones though, so if anyone can help me out, you know, it's hard to get a headdress my size, to be honest, because I've only got a little head. Okay. We are on to our next session. This is Three Men and a Monkey Lizard, so you've got to expect a bit of Monkey Lizard intervention.
It's in the title. I mean, they've been warned. They've all been warned.
Exactly. So our second section now, it's Toy Fun. Toy Fun. This is our section where we discuss news, pickups, hauls, any pre-orders we've got, anything we want to show off. So who wants to go first? This is the fun bit, I think, on our stream, because you guys are insane. You guys are always getting tons of stuff in. So who wants to talk first about toys?
I can do it again.
All right.
I'll just go first. Hey, so I put up a video about the pre-orders, so I'm not going to go too much into it because I just want to keep it fun, right? I just want to say that I kind of think what happened was wrong. I want to say this. I didn't pre-order that figure. So I think it was sort of interesting that they canceled a bunch of pre-orders and then I was able to get it. You know what I mean? So that's really the why I made that video, because it was kind of a surprise to me. But for pickups, I did get this figure in the mail. And this is the Hand Ninja.
Ooh.
So I was really,
dude, yes.
yeah. So I was really excited to get this one, and I'm looking forward to doing a full review on it.
Where'd you order them from?
GameStop. That's the crazy part, right? Like, it's the same with like I got my Moff Gideon the other day. I'm getting Grief Karga tomorrow, and I've had those on pre-order from the beginning from like Amazon, and they just pushed them back until like March. And then I go on to GameStop and it says available, and it shipped like the day I ordered it. It's crazy.
Dude, today I canceled my pre-orders for those figures on Hasbro, and I ordered them off GameStop, and they're going to be here like Monday or Tuesday. I don't understand why Hasbro doesn't fill their pre-orders first, man. You should treat your loyal customers well. Like, I'm a Pulse member, you know what I mean? Like, but we're like, if you pre-order Hasbro, you're almost last every time.
I totally agree. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about something else that I noticed today while I was, I did stop by Target, and I just want to kind of mention it. Because I was looking at the Prince Adam with the sled, right? And I noticed that the shelf tag said like $34.99, but I was like, nah, that doesn't seem right, because I thought it was like $30. So I opened up the app, and sure enough, it was $29.99 online. I could order it to pick up in 2 hours for $29.99, but the shelf tag was $35. And then I started looking around at some of the other shelf tags, and I noticed that the price in store for some of the figures is up to $5 more than what it is online. The only problem is you can't buy some of the stuff online, right?
Right.
But they will match their own price.
Crazy.
So if you're shopping at Target, check the online price before you pay.
Do you tend to buy more of your stuff in shop then, Vern, rather than online?
I would much rather be able to walk into a store and buy in the shop if I can. This year's been kind of crazy just because of lockdowns and everything. So, of course, I've been ordering a little bit more online. But it's always funner to walk into the store and see what they have on the shelf.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I miss that, to be honest. I'm literally not been able to go toy hunting in ages. Not proper toy hunting anyway. And the shops over here are terrible, so you're kind of forced to buy online.
Yeah, and I kind of wish that the pre-order windows were much shorter. I don't want to pre-order a figure that's coming out in August. You know, to be completely honest, I want them to announce something.
Unless they're going to manufacture enough, like unless the demand is high, and then they say, okay, we're going to kick it into high gear and manufacture enough so we could fill these pre-orders. But they're not doing that. So I wish that they were like much shorter, like they would just announce something and then it was going to be like a month away or something like that. I don't know. That's just me personally.
Yeah, buying in shops is awesome, says Shabby. So much on the shelves. Yeah, we saw some of your videos. It's such a shame. It's such a shame because the thrill of the hunt is, part of it, and it's definitely less fun ordering. Although I get a bit giddy when the postman comes. Not the postman, but the doorbell goes. There's a box of goodness coming, but it's still not the same. Who's next? Oh, have you got more? Is there more you want to show? No. Cool. We've got more. We've got Obi-Wan. Only one. Sorry. Hey, Only One. Thank you so much, dude. You are a legend. You are one of our heroes as well. So thank you so much, and thanks for coming over. That is so cool that you've come over.
What's up, Only One? All right, we ready?
The Only One.
All right. I'm pretty stoked for this one. J. Jonah Jameson.
Okay,
Oh,
let me get you in solo layout here. I need to see this. Okay.
He's beautiful. And dude, the best pack box I've ever had. It was from GameStop. It was padded on all sides, and this was to the back. And then it also came with this beautiful guy.
Oh, Ben
And the
Parker.
way then they packed bubble wrap between them. So it was like this, and it was the best pack box I'd ever seen. And I've never had two figures come in better condition. How
Sweet.
awesome was that, man?
Very cool. Very
So
cool.
I'm stoked too. Like, so this one I'm going to keep in card because I'm keeping all these Spideys in card, and I think I'm going to do something similar to what I did behind me with the Empire Strikes Back retro cards. But these are my daughter loves the Spider-Verse, so I ordered those for her. Then she's going to get a chart and earn them.
Yeah.
So
epic pickups there.
And then if you guys want more info on this, I'll give you more. But I got more sets of acrylic risers this week. So just real quickly, I'll show you guys. So there are two pairs of sets, and they come in either more of like a square shape, and they're a little bit taller, or I have this kind. I didn't open it all the way, of course. That's a longer shape, right? And so, you can see in the display behind me, but allows me to put on different levels and stuff. But if any of you guys are interested, hit me up in the comments, and I can just say where I get these from. I just get them off Amazon, so I have no interest in it. But I just, I know Shabby's about to build his first display, man, and I can't tell you enough like how important having good risers are to make it visually interesting.
So it's not GW acrylics or something. It's literally what if it's from Amazon? Then they're not designed for toy shelves. What are they for?
Yeah, like well, look at this one. It's got like little figurines on it.
Oh, cool, perfect.
And they're like $15 each, and and they're all like out in the display behind me, and then on my legend shelf in my office. So, if anyone needs risers or interested, I'll hit me up and I'll give you guys the link on Amazon.
The nerdery is really coming on as well. I've been loving seeing your pictures on Twitter. It's like a dream space to have such a large room for us Brits. I know only one's got takes up 2 rooms in his house. Most of us over here don't have that space. So the nerdery just looks like it looks awesome.
Well, someday you guys bring your toys, and we'll have a play date down here, and we'll do a whole a live stream in the basement.
That'll be amazing. That'll be amazing. Sean?
All right. Yeah. What I got this from Vern. So awesome. Ahsoka Clone Trooper. So thanks, Vern, for that. Can't wait to do this review. I'm going to put them with all my battle droids and just play with them in the video. That should be fun. And today I finally got Moff Gideon. Everybody
Nice.
had this forever. So super, super stoked. That's going to be a fun video. And of course, I got the drama queen himself. I got so, and then in the store pickup was this one. I didn't have to order this. Found him on the shelf. Panther.
Oh, nice.
So, but yeah, that's it. It's been a cheap week for me.
I mean, that must have cost quite a bit, just that. So, we've got some more people in the chat. Just need to catch up on the chat. We've got Uncle Tez has joined us.
Hey.
Thanks for coming over, Uncle Tez. Darth Mark is concerned about whether Tez is getting enough sleep by the looks of it. Sorry, Sean, did you have more stuff that you wanted to show? I'm sorry, I cut you off, didn't I?
No, that's it. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I showed you everything else last week, so no, it's been a slow week.
I'm kind of grateful that because I felt like we got throttled in the fourth quarter, and I'm very appreciative. But I like that it's been a slow start. You know what I mean? It's been, and because I feel like I can enjoy the figure a little bit more when I don't have 7 of them showing up, at the same time. If that makes sense.
Oh, for sure. So Salacious has got a couple of strange curiosities that you might be interested in. I'm gonna have to move the camera around a little bit. We've got this 3D printed B crumb, and there's actually a giant one. So this is a 6-inch one, and it's off a Sideshow mold. So that's one that's going to get painted up. But we've actually got I think it's about 2 foot. There's a massive one in a box we've got over here that we're gonna have to do an unboxing video on. So that's a little bit interesting. And then I don't know if you guys are really into these, but we've got a bit of an obsession on custom bootleg figures. And I don't know if you guys have heard of the Suck Lord. He's a strange name, I know, but he's probably like the godfather of custom figures. He used to do graffiti, and he made a Star Wars breakbeat album back in the 80s. And he's got a studio in New York, in Chinatown, and he's got his own website. It's called Suckadelic. And he teams up with DKE Toys quite a lot. They do a con, I think it's in New York, where loads of customizers get together and sell figures. Well, anyway, we buy quite a lot of these customs, and so I've got a stack of. This came in the post, and this might give you an indication as to what I'm talking about. We've got our Space Rat set, which is a set of 12 custom Salacious Rum carded figures. So they're all vintage rums. Now, they had a massive oversupply of manufacturing of these rums back in the day. So there's thousands of them in the market. You get them quite cheap. And these are all custom cards. So this is the Space Rat. We've got another one here. I've done a couple of shorts on these so far, but not all of them. So, and these are all artists that make these. And the detail on the cards is absolutely phenomenal. And some of the artwork is just so cool. So these are all custom crumbs. Sorry about my camera work. So some naughty ones, but they're just really good fun, really well made, really good quality cards. And when you're in the Quacky and MoNKey-LiZaRD collecting game, you don't get a huge amount to choose from. So the custom market is one that we exploit a lot. So that's a really cool one, isn't it? I'll keep going because I've got loads of these, by the way. So here's one with a really nice ink drawing of Salacious's Pappy B. Crumb. That's a cool one. I'll just show you a couple more. Oh, here's the gangster himself, Jabba. So anyway, just a little taster for you. We've got some videos coming out on those, but that's kind of the crazy stuff that Quacky and MoNKey-LiZaRDs are into. So where did I get to the chat? Sorry.
Hey, Salacious, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure, man.
So what makes you love Salacious Rum so much?
I was thinking,
Like, because we all love, I mean, like, you know, clearly we all love them, but obviously you have a special connection, man. Like, do you mind sharing that?
I am here, dude. Well, you know, talk about me in the third person, will you? I mean, what's there not to love? Look at me. Come on.
Right,
Salacious, I just think MoNKey-LiZaRDs, they're just mischievous, aren't they? So I suppose a question that comes up sometimes is if you had to pick your own spirit animal, what would your spirit animal be? And, you know, I think MoNKey-LiZaRDs are mischievous. They're sneaky. I think Salacious is got a good heart, but he's a bit mischievous. So I think that's what appeals to me about MoNKey-LiZaRDs. They're mischievous, and of course they gangsters like to pick Quacky and MoNKey-LiZaRD pets, don't they? You know, they make good companions. So
they definitely do.
So there you go. There's my answer.
Outstanding.
Right. I'm gonna move this on. Oh, we've got Danester in the house. Here's a thank you so much, Danester, for coming over. Danester's a really big video game YouTuber, and he's out in the toy fairs and toy markets quite a lot. So thank you so much for coming over, Danester. That's really cool of you. Right, we need to move on to our next section, which is toy and movie fun, TV shows and movies that are coming out and what we've been watching. And of course, there has been quite a big TV event that's just dropped. So
let's try to keep it spoiler free. There's not much to spoil though, really.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Sean? Come on, what are you talking about?
I woke up. I'm going to start a routine with my daughter. We woke up at 6 in the morning, turned on Disney Plus, made the coffee, and we started it. And she actually laughed a lot through the whole show, so I can tell that she enjoyed it a lot. But you know, I was expecting just a little bit of action, and ultimately was disappointed. But I did enjoy it. It was entertainment. So
Yeah, I really liked it. I think that it's just like the build-up phase, like right, like it's leading up to something.
oh, you know it, and it's going to be
Yeah.
big. And Sam Raimi's at the end of the tunnel, which that hypes me up big time. So,
did anyone spot any Easter eggs that we can talk about if we're doing a non-spoiler?
It was loaded. So to me, what those first 2 episodes felt like was not any type of story I was interested in. Like it just kind of meandered for me, but it just was like Easter eggs, like all in the background, lots of symbolism, all over the place. So for me, I felt like those first 2 episodes was all the effort was put into that and maybe not the content. Just getting it rolling and started and stuff. But I feel like you guys, like it's one of, how many series have we watched where the first couple episodes are a real slow burn, and then once it kicks in, and you know what I mean, then it really kicks in. So I fully expect that to happen with this show. And like you said, then you got Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness waiting. You know what I mean? So it's gonna escalate quickly. I hope it. But I'll tell you who I did. I liked Monica Rambeau. I thought she was awesome, and Agnes was awesome, man. Agnes is good. I think she's gonna own that series, man. What's her name? I always think of her role in Old School, who plays Agnes. I can't think of her name right now, but I think she was fantastic.
so what did Ron think about it?
You know, it kind of reminded me of kind of sort of physical theater or the old sitcoms where they'll do the show and there'll be a live audience there. You know, they were really hamming it up. I thought the acting was awesome. They were really hamming it up, and it was like they were playing to a live audience. So it was really cool. And yeah, we actually had you know, some of those American shows over here in the UK. So what was the I was the Dick Van Dyke Show, I think, was the first episode. And what was the second one?
The second one was like Bewitched, wasn't it?
Bewitched, yeah, for sure, which was really sweet. And so I think that kind of worked really well. And I mean, I've got a few theories about where this is going. I know there's quite a lot online. I think it's really exciting. It's not. It's kind of what I was expecting. I think hopefully it ramps up a little bit, and but I'm definitely going to be tuning in for sure.
All right, really quick though, what do you think? Why are we there? Why are we there? Is it because of the snap, or what do you think?
I think she's going through some sort of she's dealing with something in her head, and that's what I think, based on well, it's going to be a spoiler, but the rewind.
I mean, I can give you another theory. I can give you another theory, but it'd be spoilery. So, are we going now with spoilers?
No, we said no spoilers. I think we gotta respect it. But yeah, I mean, either she's trapped somewhere, and I think all those people are trapped there too. I think that's a real place that's in a reality bubble. Is that my theory? Now, whether she trapped her, like she had an episode, right? Like you're saying, that's super probable. Or someone is trapping her there. Maybe I don't think it's Agnes. I don't think it's Monica. But man, such a spoiler. But you could, the situation's being monitored, right? Clearly, and if you read Marvel comics, you know who's monitoring it by the logo, right? So I think there's they're trapped, and it's either she did it or someone's doing it to her. But it sounds like someone's trying to contact her. So it makes me feel like it's more like what Vern's saying.
That is so wild. That gets me excited for next week. So I can't wait.
The other show I'm looking forward to is The Servant. I don't know if you guys have that Apple TV Plus, but
I do have it. What is it?
It's oh man, it's a M. Night Shyamalan show on the Apple TV Plus. It's called Servant. The first season was really good and kind of creepy, but the season 2 is getting ready to start. So that one I would recommend.
That's awesome.
I definitely want to watch that because I love his films. I know not everyone does, but I love Signs. That's one of
Signs is awesome.
I just need to say hello to someone in the chat. We've got Alberto from Radio Rebellion who's in the chat, which is amazing because if you've not listened or watched Radio Rebellion, on YouTube or on Apple Podcasts. It's a really cool show. He's a really cool guy. So please go and subscribe to him. And Salacious is going to be appearing on one of his episodes end of February, start of March. So we're doing a little section on Star Wars creatures. So that's going to be quite cool. So thanks, Alberto, for coming over. Yeah, please go and subscribe to Radio Rebellion. Really cool show.
So I don't. Any of you guys check out the Expanse yet? Start watching that.
No,
I promise. Well, whenever you get to it, I promise you guys will enjoy it. But I watched the latest episode on that, which was very good this week. Awesome ending. I don't know if anyone in the chat watched his Expanse, but that episode was a slow burn, but the ending was exquisite. I really enjoyed that. And then I'm still really enjoying rewatching the '91 Batman cartoon on HBO Max. That thing is awesome. So I love it.
Hey, Jonathan Redmond asked, have they said when WandaVision is set in the MCU timeline?
I don't think so, but we know we can approximate based on how old Monica Rambeau is. So she's like, I mean, we'd have to be super nerdy Marvel almanacs, right? But like, you would have to. She was a kid in Captain Marvel, and she looks like she's like mid-20s to early 30s. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, so this has got to be the start of the next phase. I think it's leading into the next Doctor Strange film, I think. So,
Hey, Salacious, Off-World Adam wants you to say hi to his son.
Yeah, I was just going to write in the chat. Do we know, Adam, what's your son's name? But I need to know his name. Absolutely, we will.
Jonathan Redmond watches The Expanse. Nice work, bud.
Do you know, you gave us that homework last to watch The Expanse, and then I was watching Rob Meyer Burnett talk about The Expanse the other day on YouTube, and he was saying how cool it was. And I thought, right, I'm going to binge a show today, and I thought I've got to pick The Expanse. And then I heard Darth Mark talking about The Witcher again, and I have seen that, but I just binge watched The Witcher, the first season again the other day because it is so good. But
I did enjoy The Witcher. Yeah, that was really good.
But I do need to go back to The Expanse. So we do need to say hello to a special person. We've got someone special in the chats, and I know Little Salacious wants to say something. Yeah, I just want to say hello to Jesse. Hi, Jesse. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing all your schoolwork. It's important to do that. Thanks for coming onto the chat. Really like your dad, Adam. He's nice. He's really nice to us. Be nice. Hi. Hi, Jesse. So, Jonathan Redmond is saying, if you like sci-fi and haven't watched The Expanse, you're doing yourself such a disservice. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know.
I totally agree. 100%.
I'm going to go now and start watching.
Yeah, me too. So why is that on Netflix?
It's on Amazon, Amazon Prime.
Okay.
So it used to be on Sci-Fi, and then Sci-Fi canceled it, and then Amazon picked it up. And this is the second season Amazon's done. And then they announced they'll do, I think it's the 6th and final season next. And that, just so you guys know, the first few episodes are a slow burn of that show, but it'll escalate pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. We are 43 minutes in. I think we're going to try and keep this to about an hour stream. We're not going to do too much longer than that. Is there any more TV or movie discussions we want to have, or are you ready to move on to the next section?
But did you guys see that announcement? Like Netflix is going to release one movie every week for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's incredible.
I don't know how they make money. I don't know how those guys make money. I know they've got like 150 million subscribers, and that, I suppose that is what, £10 or £15 a month. But they just crank out the productions, don't they? They just, the amount of, be interesting to know how much they spend per year on productions, because they are prolific.
Yeah, I mean, I looked through some of the titles and the cast, and some of them look like they're like really big budget films.
Yeah.
That looks good. Some of them.
And we've got Lord of the Rings coming to Amazon Prime. That's going to be interesting to see what direction they take that in.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. That's cool.
there's just some insane television over the next 12 months. I mean, just on Disney alone, the Marvel stuff that's coming. Well, over the next couple of years, I suppose. Bad Batch is the next one for us Star Wars fans, isn't it? In March, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, those figures are going to be hot. If you didn't pre-order those right when the show drops, they're just going to skyrocket in price, probably.
Yep.
Well, even if you did pre-order them, doesn't mean you're going to get them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Mark's saying they've just put the price up.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Netflix? They put the price up on Netflix. Yeah, I'm sure they have.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
Oh, we've got C-Miles in the house. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming over. Really appreciate it.
So what's the next topic?
The next topic is gaming fun. Video games that are coming out or things we've been playing.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get off because I got to go do another thing. But it was really great hanging out with you.
See you, buddy.
All right.
Yeah.
No, it's cool.
Later,
Thanks for joining us, Fern, and we'll see you next time.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
So I've gone back to Battlefront 2, and I haven't played it for a while. I'm not good at it. I'll be honest. I'm not great, but I did a stream the other day, and I'm probably going to do some streaming tomorrow. But even though I don't think you have to be great at it to enjoy being in that world, because it's so immersive, and the graphics and the environments are so cool. So I've gone back to that. So that's what I've been playing. Did you see the Lucas Games trailer, by the way? Sorry,
Yes.
I just throw that in.
Yes. How cool is that, man? I'm so glad they're spreading it out now and getting BioWare involved for open world Star Wars. Oh my God. How cool is that gonna be?
What do you think they're gonna do? Are they gonna go back to the old Republic, or
they could do anything. I mean, like literally anything.
Did you guys play Knights of the Old Republic or the Old Republic MMO? Yeah.
Yeah, I had that on Xbox.
Yeah.
It's still one of the best Star Wars games of all time. That was fantastic.
Yeah, the first one, the story, just for any part of Star Wars, the story itself was just awesome. The second one was good, but there's some cool characters in there like Crate and Nihilus, obviously, which we've got the figure for now. So, but the Old Republic MMO, I've tried getting into that, but I don't know. It's not done it for me. The Old Republic MMO. So I hope they spruce that up a bit and bring that into the up to date with some of the latest graphics. That'll be cool.
That'd be really cool. Yeah, and just here we've just been playing a lot of Nintendo Switch that Santa brought us. So last night we did 5 rounds of Just Dance. So
no way.
And then a lot of Mario Kart. So I'm so glad they love it. I love playing those games with them. It's just a good hour at night. You know what I mean? It's a nice time with your kids.
Mark saying the Indiana Jones game. Yeah, if Lucas Games, which they're called now, are going to do an Indiana Jones game, that would be amazing. So totally up for that. Oh, Chris is with us. Get me pictures of Spider-Man.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Sean, have you gone back to Spider-Man on the PS5, or have you've done?
I play Spider-Man, just some of the DLC, because I've already got the platinum trophies, but there's a few trophies to get for those. But most importantly, Jedi Fallen Order had an update for PS4 and PS5, so it got up to 60 frames per second, and it just looks dynamite.
Did it really?
And yeah, it looks really, really good. So I got a 75-inch TV. I'm not sure how big, but anyway, it didn't look as good. But now that they've updated the frame rates and everything, it's just mind-blowing.
That's awesome. Assassin's Creed also got an update this week I saw, so I got to download both those and check them out. I can't wait to see what they're like.
Yeah. Sean, I'm staggered by how many platinums you've got. How long did it take you to get platinum on Spider-Man on PS5?
Oh, only maybe a day and a half.
That is insane. How many hours? How many hours is that?
Maybe 6 to 8 hours, very quickly, because I just love it. It was a lot of fun, and my daughter helped me too. I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I was doing something, I'd be like, "Here, do this mission real quick."
So do you do all the side missions and stuff as you're going along to pick up all the extra trophies and stuff?
Yeah, I'm the kind of guy that won't beat the game. I'll purposely like drag it and do every single side mission, try to take pictures of everything, and then at the very end of the game, I'll go back and replay what I missed to get the trophies. So.
That's so cool. I did watch a bit of Blue Harvest Red Dead stream the other day because I that passed me by for some reason. I don't know why. I know everyone says it's one of the best games ever made, but I never did it. So it was quite fun watching Mark play actually, and I think I'm definitely going to pick it up. Have you guys played Red Dead before?
Yeah, I got.
Oh, I love Red Dead too. Yeah,
but I never did pick up the second one, and maybe I should just to play with Mark and stuff because I love the first one. If it's anything like the first one, I don't know if it's much different or not, but
Gary's just received his Atari VCS, which he pre-ordered back in 2018 on Indigo, and he's now back playing Space Invaders and Pac-Man. I hope that Kickstarter program was. I hope it's worth it, Gary. That's a long time to wait, and they don't always come out well, those products. So you have to let us know what that was like. But yeah, that's old school, man. Atari, totally cool. The original. Cool, Gary. Yeah, that is very cool. Jonathan, it's great more companies getting to make Star Wars games, but Bethesda and Ubisoft are not much better than EA. Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose it may mean we get more games. I don't know. Ubisoft, yeah, I quite like the Assassin series. I think that's Ubisoft.
I love the Assassin's Creed. Every year I get whatever the newest version is, and I like that they tweak it and it's evolved and it's not the same game every time.
Why can't they do that with Star Wars? You know,
exactly. So if you guys could pick an era of Star Wars, what would it be to do an open world like that?
I want the Old Republic, but done less of an MMO like the existing old Republic game is, but more of like in the Jedi Fallen Order style, you know, adventure type game. So I want Old Republic, but that style of game.
Yeah. Or that 1313. I would like them to continue like underground, like where Ahsoka, those horrible episodes where Ahsoka was hanging out with those chicks, but that
those were terrible.
That area would be an epic place to just run around and do side missions and hear about like Jedi on the top, and then like maybe you go up there to do some crazy mission. It'd be pretty cool. There's a lot they can do. It's crazy.
Oh, dude, there's so much. The area I'm just so excited that we're exploring now is post Return of the Jedi. I mean that's the area that, you know, since I was 6 when Return of the Jedi came out. So that's the area I've always wanted to explore, you know, Jedi Master Luke and what happens next. So, if I could have a wish, it would be for that era for sure. And you know, maybe that's probable to tie into Mando. I mean, because that's the rage right now, right? And we're going to explore that whole era now with Ahsoka and some other series. So it's possible.
I can see an Ahsoka game, a Mando game. I can see tons of games coming. It's just...
Dude, an Ahsoka game with dual wielding lightsabers. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun.
Yeah, because Disney's going to get a big chunk of that money. So maybe because you got to remember they're losing billions in the theaters. So they're
in the parks
trying to make it up through video games and Disney Plus, and of course action figures. They've been hosing us like crazy.
So Dainster bought an Evercade on Kickstarter. I'm. This is you probably guys don't know about this. I bought a Spectrum Next on Kickstarter, which is like a re-release of a 1980s 8-bit cassette-based computer. They've kind of updated it.
I'm friends with the Olympics ones.
Yeah. So they basically did a Kickstarter a couple of years ago and brought it out, and it was a smash hit. So they did a second run. So that's I think we get it next year. So quite looking forward to that.
Blue Harvest is crushing I'm sorry, I love everyone in the comments, but he's the comments MVP tonight. He's killing me in the comments.
Is that tough, Mark? Yeah, well, everyone wants to come around and do this dancing game with you, dude. So
I'm in, dude. I'll take on all comers in that, man. As long as we're playing on the easy level, I'm good.
So C-Moles wasn't around earlier when we discussed Salacious's fashion statement, but do you have a comment on this, Salacious? Yeah, it's purely fashion, C-Moles. Purely fashion. Thanks for asking. Darth Mark says we all need to have a fight club in Valentine.
That's what. Ridiculous.
Darth Mark wants the next 2. Danester says, I know some of the guys who worked on the Spectrum next second run did well. Yeah, I'm excited by it. So, C-Moles digs it. So, are we ready to move on to our final topic?
Yeah.
Do it.
So I think we're doing well. This is gonna come. I think we're gonna be close to our hour target. So the final one is YouTube fun, really, and we kind of put this segment in because we wanted a section on YouTube where not only we could talk about interesting videos we've watched or videos that we've got coming out, but we also talk about other YouTubers that we like watching or we want to spotlight. So YouTube is a platform that's, we all watch regularly. So we thought it would be an interesting segment. So who wants to go first on this one?
I'd like to mention some guy. I don't see him in the chat or anything, but it's like a Star Wars show. I don't know if you've seen him on Twitter, but I retweeted it. And he does these stop motions with like the Mandalorian. And he's in his old armor. And then the Beskar Mando comes out and talks with Luke. And they're like, ooh, look at that Darksaber. Have you guys seen that? And he goes, everybody wants a new
I don't think I have.
Beskar. I'll have to link it to you guys on Twitter. But the guy is just phenomenal and deserves more followers. I'll tag you guys in it next time. But
we'll definitely need to highlight his channel on our next stream for sure.
I don't know if there's ways we can play people's clips, in the future. Like say,
I think we can. I think we can. Right?
I mean,
Salacious?
I don't know. I mean, it's probably best we ask them first, I suppose. Do they mind? But yeah, I don't know the legality of it. Probably we're allowed to. But
yeah, the same as like movie reviews. As long as it's like in a window and you're not like copying their thing.
Right.
It's just like a review of their video.
Well, I think the whole thing of this part of this stream and other people's streams is the community is what makes YouTube fun. The video 100%. Editing and stuff, but the community is the cool bit. We get to meet so many cool people, and everyone supports each other. So I think being able to spotlight other YouTubers, and we've had some people in the chat today. Trash Compactor guy. It doesn't have a huge number of subscribers, and that's criminal because his videos are awesome. He's got a really interesting collection, and he's a really cool dude. So TCG is one guy. Danester, you guys have probably not come across before because he's more from the UK collecting side, but he's done boot sale videos and collecting videos, and he's got a really interesting channel as well. So there's a couple just there that I want to highlight. What about you, dude?
Yeah, I mean, if I just scroll up and down the chat, man, I see channels I watch all the time. And so if you guys, haven't seen these guys yet, go check out their channels. So they're great channels, good dudes. And, to what both of you guys said, the community is the best part of this, man. And, and I said this when I was collecting. I was like Shylock, like hiding little toys in my closet and hoarding them and not taking them out and enjoy. Now they're out. But the best part is like, if I get something cool and I'm excited about it and I share it, like every one of the guys on this chat, all of you guys, everyone's excited too, and they're happy for me. You know what I mean? And like we're literally sharing our joy with each other, and that's just the coolest part of this, But we got Blue Harvest, Roland's Reviews. I saw Steve-O from Collecting Star Wars, Mark Shabby Geek. Dude's Nerdery's in there. Who else? Vintage David Vintage Toys. I forget the exact name.
Vintage Toy.
Yeah, Vintage Toy. Dude, by the way, great plug, great thing I highly recommend you guys watch is he did, I think like 5-6 episode arc on building his display room. And it's awesome seeing it from conception to finish. And so it's really neat. It shows you the displays, how he set it up. And then the part I really enjoyed was the lighting. And he did things in there that it inspired me. What I did here is pretty rudimentary, and I kind of want to replicate a lot of what he did and upgrade my system back here. So definitely give those episodes a watch, man. Very, very cool and interesting.
Yeah, so we'll make sure that we need to be better, I think, next time at getting links and putting them in the chat. So
Hey, we're learning each time, right? Each time we learn something new.
Episode 2.
yeah,
So
totally.
what episodes do you guys have? Are you going to film this weekend, or do you have stuff to edit? What's next on your channels?
Oof. I've got too much to do, actually. I think I've been starting to think I might take a break, and just I don't know. Anyway,
it does get overwhelming, though. To be fair, YouTube is, I know it's a side thing for all of us, I know, but it can get quite overwhelming, keeping up the tempo and the pace. And so I feel you, because I've got a backlog of stuff now that I've not edited, and I don't have the editing discipline that like the dude has. And these shorts, Sean, I blame you, to be honest, Sean. You introducing me to the shorts has made it so. Because Little Salacious is always getting stuff coming in the post. There's always like every day there's something that comes. It's easier just to knock out a short to get it out there. But I don't want it just to be about that. So we have got a number of videos that still I haven't finished editing. The Shabby Geek interview is one of them. I'm sorry, Shabby, I still haven't quite finished that. So there's
I want to
one.
see that one.
Yeah, I know.
And see that one.
And
dude, I'm with you. I probably got like 10 videos I filmed and just sitting there, just waiting to be waiting to be touched. Just a lot in the queue.
And my 200 game Spectrum haul, which is one I've filmed it, but I haven't finished all the editing, and I kind of wanted to introduce Salacious to the UK gaming community on that video. So that's why I've hit up people like Danester and stuff. So I want to try and get that out this weekend, but I want to do some game streaming as well. So but yeah, so there's stuff coming. There's definitely stuff coming, and I think this I like this streaming format as well. I like this project is a really interesting one. Gives us the opportunity to talk to each other and talk to our community as well. So I don't know whether we're going to be streaming next week. We'll certainly get it out there on Twitter and Instagram if we do. What have you got, dude? You got something you're going to show us?
No. So this is what I'm going to work on this weekend. So this is the first Transformers I've gotten since I was 10 years old. And I kind of gave Hasbro a hard time earlier about pre-orders, but this is the original one I got. It had a little ding in it, and then they sent me a brand new one in mint condition, and they told me I can keep it. So I had bought this with the intention of keeping it in box, but the toy gods have given me a second one, so I'm going to open this bad boy up. But I legitimately have not had a Transformer since I was 10 years old, and I'm really excited to open them up. And Top Gun is also one of my favorite movies of all time, so pretty stoked. But just like we said earlier, it just takes one, right? So this could open out. This could be like a whole new rabbit hole we're going down. So
definitely,
we're gonna try to keep it in check.
Because when you walk in the toy aisle and they're $49.99, you're like, ooh,
yeah,
I'll pass on that.
Yeah, it makes it easier to pass on it, doesn't it? At that price point, I can get 2 Black Series for that, or 2 Legends for sure. Yeah.
But I still did pay for Optimus Prime. I want a Megatron that transforms into a gun. I'd love to know which is the best Megatron to buy.
I want that too, dude. That was what I remember, dude. That's crazy you said that. I legit remember going into Walgreens and picking that out and having, the real one that was like a legit looking like large gun and it transformed into him. I love the heck out of that toy, man. That was an awesome Transformer.
So we'll just say goodbye to some of the people in the chat, and I think we'll wrap it up. We've done just over an hour. So TCG, thank you ever so much for coming, dude. Looks like some people are in the chat subbing to you. That's really good. Danester, yep, the YouTube rabbit hole is real and burnout is real. So yeah, it is for sure. Vintage Toy Rush, DCB June did the real work. Blue Harvest, Mega Drive video. Yeah, I'll be down for watching that for sure. Vader's Girl, thank you so much for coming. Thanks for the question as well, Kat. That was awesome. Mark Shabby, good job, lads. Yeah, do you know, it's hard work. It's hard doing these. It's not easy. So you learn a total amount of respect for, you know, Paddy Boys and other people that do this. It's definitely not easy. So thanks for joining us. It's been awesome.
One of the things I want to point, Josh said, you know, he loves the community and he's thinking about doing videos. And what I'd say is do it, man. And your first few videos are going to take you forever to do. And you're going to fumble through them and you're going to release them and 5 people are going to watch it and it's going to be us. Right. And then you're going to figure out how to get better. Right. And then you're going to figure out your style. Right. Because I'm still figuring out mine and I've done 100 videos at this point. It's crazy. Right. So, but the whole key, at least for me, the whole key of this is does it bring you joy? Is this an extension of collecting? And does it enhance my enjoyment of collecting or is it not? Right. And so for me right now, it's a multiplier of joy for collecting. And then I make a video and whoever watches it, but it's awesome sharing that with people. And I, you know, it's just cool in the comments when people say, I enjoyed that, or I wasn't sure if I wanted to buy this figure, but now I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? Or like I love that. Cause it's, again, man, it's not just, you know, some dude in his office with toys in his closet. It's, you know, we're part of this sweet community. And dude, now like we got a 3 dude and a MoNKey-LiZaRD chat going on. And like we, you know, like 6 months ago, like none of us were doing this or here. And this, you know, it's a gift. So if you're going to do it, just do it so that it brings joy, but don't do it to like addiction or burnout or where it feels like a job. Cause then at that point, you know, we already have jobs. We don't need a second one.
I think there's really wise words there for us to end the show on. That's awesome, dude. So thank you for watching 3 Men and a MoNKey-LiZaRD and their toys. We are A Dude's Nerdery, Ochre Studios, Salacious Rum, and Sean Solo 8. All our channel links are in the description. So please remember to like, leave us a friendly comment, subscribe to our channels. Yeah, turn on those notifications. And finally, remember, MoNKey-LiZaRDs are for life, not for spit roasting. Goodbye.
Thanks, everybody.